Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Question a Day. Today we will be answering the July the 14th question on differentiation. So you can see we have this function, y is equal to 3x to the power of 4 plus 17x to the power of a half minus 8 divided by x squared minus 20. And we want to differentiate it. So we're going to recall when we differentiate something, we know one form of this so far. We have something of the form x to the power of n. When we differentiate it using dy by dx, that kind of fraction symbol there, it goes to n times x to the n minus 1. Okay. And we can apply this to each of the terms in our function. Take y is equal to 3x to the power of 4 plus 17x to the power of a half minus, now we have 8 divided by x squared. That's not in our form x to the n yet. That's currently 8 divided by x squared. Now you might think they're similar. Why can't I just turn this into 2x? Well, we've got this division, and actually it's hiding part of the power. So what we can actually write this as is 8 times x to the negative 2. Remember that negative gives us the reciprocal, gives us that fraction. And finally we're going to subtract 20 from that. Okay, so now if we do dy by dx, that is, we're differentiating with respect to x. We're differentiating y with respect to x. 3x to the 4, that's going to be 3 multiplied by 4 times x to the power of 3. So we've taken that 4, brought it down to the front of the x, and reduced the power by 1. Plus 17 times by a half x. Now, think about our power, we've got a half, we're going to subtract 1 from that, so that's going to become minus 1 over 2. We're going to have minus 8 times minus 2, x, and our power here is minus 3. And finally we have this minus 20. Now this is another tricky one, it's where some confusion can arise. This minus 20 is actually going to go to 0. If you think about it, y equals minus 20 is just a completely flat horizontal line. Its gradient, well, it's flat, it has no gradient. Another way you can think about this is that there's kind of an x to the 0 term. Remember, anything to the power of 0 is 1. So 20 times x to the 0 is still just 20. So we've got this x to the 0 term hidden. Well, the 0 is going to come down, be 0 times by 20. Anything times by 20 is also 0. So that constant term goes away, becomes 0. So let's finish this off. Let's just tidy up these numbers. We get 12x cubed plus 17 over 2, x to the minus a half. Now we could turn this into a fraction if we wanted to. We could also remember that a half is the same as saying the square root of. So we could write this as 17 over 2 times 1 over the square root of x would be another valid form for this. Or you could leave it as x to the minus a half. It would depend on your personal preference and what the question asks you to do. And here it's left as fairly open-ended, so we can just kind of do what we want with that. I'm going to add 16, and once again, it's going to be 16 times 1 divided by x to the 3. And again, we can rearrange that however we so choose. That's everything for today. We'll see you tomorrow on July the 15th.